Hey guys, what is up? Yesterday, I finished writing my book. So I was uploading to YouTube today and I was like, I have so much footage from creating the book. I need to do something with that and I should upload it, and it should be a fun project to work on, and then I can kind of show people the process of what I was going through mentally while writing this book. It is November 15th. So I finished it on November 14th. I started writing the outline on May 15th because I graduated on the 12th and then I moved down to Texas. So it's been 6 months. My prof told me it would take a year to write. So I'm happy it took 6 months. I finished the book all in all. I finished the formatting today, but now I need to go through and catch all of my grammatical errors, find some of the citations. But I wanted to hop on here because I finished the book. And I'm looking forward to putting together this video, seeing what footage I even recorded during the writing process. I don't even remember. A lot of it was just about life too, and not just about the writing process. These past 6 months of living down in Texas and graduating undergrad and then landing a job with Angie Lee. They've been 6 insane months of just figuring my life out. That sounds so lame, but it's true. When I started this book, there was a ton of ambiguity, and this was the one project that I was like, I'm certain and I'm sure that this is happening, but I have no clue what else is happening in my life right now. I think it'll be fun to go through all the footage and see what I was even talking about in some of these videos. I remember the emotions that I felt while recording them. I remember feeling excited. I remember feeling relieved. I remember feeling like I could run through a brick wall because I had so much adrenaline because I just made a breakthrough. I remember feeling stressed and overwhelmed. I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, did I bite off more than I can chew? I remember feeling a lot of different emotions, so I'm looking forward to seeing all of the footage and sharing it with you guys. So that's all. Enjoy this video. Hey guys, what is up? I am very far from the camera, sorry. I typically introduce myself as I am a senior at High Point University with a human... See, I already fucked it up because it's not me anymore. Hi, I graduated from undergrad 3.5 weeks ago with a major in human relations. I actually love what I studied, like absolutely adore it. I originally had the intent of dropping out of college. I was in interior design and I was like, fuck it, I'm done with this shit. I'm working my network marketing business full time. I don't care. I am leaving school. And then I took a step back and I realized I didn't want to leave school for multiple reasons, and I switched to human relations, where I found mentors that I absolutely love and appreciate and respect and adore so much. People that told me I was actually smart for once, that said what you're doing is brilliant and people don't think the way you do, and you're so talented and you have this gift. And I was just like, wow, people actually appreciate the way I think and it's not abnormal. Also, they're power washing our apartments. So if you hear people screaming, and I was told, Catherine, the reason why is because you think on a master's level. Most people are taught to think the way you do. January of senior year rolled around. I was just like, okay, I want to go and get my PhD. I went from being a person that wanted to drop out to being a person that wanted to go to grad school. And I knew that if you get a job at a good organization, they'll pay for your graduate degrees. And that's when I started applying to a bunch of jobs, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna need the steady income to pay off student loans. I want to go to grad school. I gotta do what I gotta do. Then I realized that number one, the field that I'm in is very research based. They will pay for my schooling if I want to be involved in a research project of a professor that's already there, or if they see that I've done so much undergraduate research and they're like, she would be a great addition. So that made me feel a little bit better. Then I was in the prof that I did all my undergraduate research, I was in her office. I was like, I've applied to 75 jobs and I haven't gotten a call back for any of them. And she was like, well, we need to look into which ones do you really, really want? If you were to pick your top 5, which ones? And I was like, none of them. And I realized at that moment, I was like, well, fuck, I'm fucked. I'm doing the one thing that I promised myself I never wanted to do in life, which is settle, even if it's temporarily. And I understand that sometimes you gotta do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. But it was just one of those moments where I was like, holy shit, I don't want to do this. And I knew that. I'd been applying for the safety net, and then 3 weeks before grad rolled around, I had no safety net, no responses, and I was like, fuck this. Dr. Jeter was telling me you would be great in academia, but you would be even better in corporate America because you're very competitive, and you will advance really quickly into the top leadership. The head of my program was like, corporate America is very competitive, you would be a great suit there, you would also be a great suit in academia because of your passion for research. Just know that you can make more money in corporate America. And I was like, yeah, but here's the thing is I want to make a lot of money, but more importantly, I want to be happy with my life, and I know I wouldn't be happy with my life commuting for 45 minutes a day. I was talking to Dr. Bergen a few days after, and I was like, hey, Dr. Bergen, I go, you know those jobs? Well, I've applied for 75. How do I get one? And he was like, you haven't gotten a job yet? And I just laughed, and I was like, I honestly think maybe honestly it's a sign that I should just focus on writing my book that I want to write, work my network marketing business, do consulting, and just get a part-time job as like a personal trainer or something. The first 2-3 weeks of being down here, really until this past week, I had a big problem with ambiguity. I've always been a person that is not happy with things not being solid and not being sure, and that clearly reflected. There were a lot of moments where I would cry and I'm like, I'm working so hard, everything is where it's supposed to be, but then I'm not sure of anything at the same time. I was really struggling because I was like, student loans are gonna roll around and I don't want to not be able to pay those, and I want to do my network marketing business, but nobody talks in yoga, so maybe I should go to different workout classes instead of yoga. I just kept feeling like every little thing was the biggest, most destructive issue in the world. I was just so unsure of everything, and I just was like, holy fuck, what the fuck am I doing? And I have all these dreams, but I don't know where to start, and I would just cry, and I would be so upset. Then 2 weeks before graduation, this girl named Angie Lee, she put up a thing on Instagram and was like, I'm looking for a personal assistant and a virtual assistant. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, this is a job I would actually want and that I would actually be excited about because I can learn so much from her. And I applied for it. I followed up with her. We finally sat down, got on a phone call, and discussed the work that I would be doing. I was finally like, okay, I have something. I have room to breathe. This is what this video is for, to kind of express and decode how I've been feeling. Since I came down here, the first week I was like, cool, settling in. The second week I was like, holy fuck, I'm helpless. The third week, okay, like we have our ups and downs, like we're feeling good, we have a plan, we have things in place, but also what if? And that's just the anxiety and the ambiguity that you need to shut down. But then this week specifically, I've been feeling very great. When nothing is sure, everything is possible. I do have clarity and certainty on some things, so I'm not overwhelmed in those aspects. And I just feel this pull and this need to just trust and just go all at it, because what do you have to lose? And if not now, then when? And if not you, then who? Because if you're not doing it, then who's gonna do it? And if you're not gonna share it now, then when will you? And I've just been doing things so unapologetically. I've been so willing to do the work because I'm doing everything that I planned on doing, but without any security. This week I've just been feeling so like you're using your time right, you're doing the right thing, and you're surrounding yourself with the right people. I've just never felt so sure in an ambiguous state of life before this week. I've never felt like this is what you're supposed to do, just start without a lot of anxiety. And I feel like it's because I have confidence in the projects I'm working on, and because I know that I might have been given this and that this gift was meant to be given to me, but it's not for me, it's for the people that I'm serving. Before, I was doing things very self-centeredly, whereas now I'm like, you're settled in. College is done. Yeah, you have to pay off student loans, but guess what? You can do that in any fucking way you want now because you have all the time. I'm just not feeling as stressed and as scared about the world as I was